If you are truly serious about your career in real estate here in Mexico, well, there's one certification you absolutely need to know about. Today, we're going to break down the EC 0110.02 standard. It's really the key to standing out in a market that's getting more competitive and more regulated by the day.
So this is for anyone who's looking for a real, legitimate competitive advantage in the real estate market. We're talking about the first step to getting an official, nationally recognized certification that truly validates your skills and your knowledge.
So what is this thing exactly? It's the competency standard EC's 0110.02. A great way to think about it is as the official roadmap for excellence in Mexico's real estate industry. It's the framework that defines what it truly means to be a professional.
At its heart, this standard is all about one thing: mastering the entire process of real estate commercialization. The end goal is for you to be able to expertly guide a client through every single stage, from that very first conversation all the way to the final signature.
And listen, this isn't just any old course. The EC 0110.02 is officially backed by Mexico's Secretariat of Public Education, that's the SEP, and the CONOCER Network, which is the National Council for Standardization and Certification. That backing gives it real weight and authority in the marketplace.
All right, let's look at three key details here. First, this certification is valid across all of Mexico. Second, it's good for 2 years, which ensures your skills stay sharp and up to date. And maybe most importantly, the focus is super practical. You're going to build a real-world portfolio of evidence that proves your competence.
So, how do you actually reach this level of mastery? Well, the standard is built on 6 fundamental pillars that cover the entire life cycle of a real estate transaction. Let's break them down.
You can see the whole journey right here. It starts with prospecting for and profiling properties. Then you move to determining their market value. From there, you learn how to secure exclusive contracts, find qualified buyers, manage the whole showing process, and finally, navigate the negotiation and closing. It really is the A to Z of a successful deal.
Now, what's crucial to understand is that this standard is deeply rooted in Mexico's legal framework. Everything you learn is aligned with key regulations, including NOM 247, which governs real estate advertising practices, as well as consumer protection and anti-money laundering laws. This ensures you're operating both professionally and ethically.
Okay, so you know what the standard covers, but how do you actually prove you've mastered it? Let's switch gears and look at the evaluation process to see how your certified competence is built.
The bar is set high, and for good reason. To be declared competent, you need a score of at least 95.97 out of a total of 100.1. This rigor is precisely what gives the certification its value and prestige in the industry. Your expertise is measured through a pretty comprehensive set of tools. We're talking checklists to verify your processes, observation guides to evaluate your performance in action, and questionnaires to test your knowledge. All in all, there are 78 different items that make sure you're competent across the board.
When you boil it down, the evaluation really comes down to 2 key pieces of evidence. First is your performance. You'll submit a video, at least 35 minutes long, demonstrating your advisory skills in a real-world scenario. Second is your products, a complete portfolio containing all the essential documents you've learned to create.
So what's actually in that portfolio? Well, it's made up of 7 critical documents, or products. It includes everything from the initial client profile and the value estimation, all the way to the consumer's bill of rights and the privacy notice. This is your tangible proof of professionalism. Before you even begin, you'll take a mandatory diagnostic. Now, don't stress about this. It's just a protocol from CONOCER to gauge your starting point. It has absolutely no bearing on your final score. It's just a formality to see if you might need any additional alignment.
So, ready to get started? Kicking things off is simple. You only need 3 things: your official ID, your CURP, that's your Unique Population Registry key, and a digital photograph with a white background. It's really that accessible.
And remember, this standard was developed by the best in the business. The committee includes industry giants like AMPI, the Mexican Association of Real Estate Professionals, and REMAX. Their involvement guarantees that what you're learning is directly relevant to the real-world market.
So, the only question that's left is this: are you ready to turn your passion into a certified profession? This is your chance to gain the skills, the knowledge, and the official recognition that will set you apart from everyone else.